Hello, welcome back to the She Strong podcast. We are here to not only educate you, but uplift you and empower you through your fitness journey and just, really eliminate all the confusion when it comes to fitness and women's empowerment. So thank you for being here. And I got my homegirl here today.
Hello.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. Going good. How are you?
Look pretty today.
Thank you. So
I
do
love
you.
the curl. I love the curl.
Thank you.
So what we talking about?
Oh, just friendship and fitness.
Friendship and fitness. I forget what we said the title of this episode was going to be. Friendship and fitness. That's friendship. Okay. How do you feel like fitness strengthens relationships for you?
For me, I think it just keeps my friendships closer. It gives us something to all work together on. Like everybody can work on fitness.
Yeah.
Because fitness is different. Well, everybody's fitness goals are different. So I think it gives all of us a chance to work towards something, and then we can hold each other accountable. Of course, you're going to be in communication with your friends more if you all have a goal that you're working towards. I know for us, it has kept us close because we always come back, and it's always through fitness.
Yes, it is.
So it keeps you connected.
Yeah, for sure.
What about for you?
Same. Yeah. I feel like only way you're gonna catch me is if you catch me in the gym. Yeah. And I know that's sad. That's really sad because I've had friends that are not in the gym and they try to hit me up to do stuff, which I do stuff outside the gym.
Yes.
I be outside a little bit.
Say you're not in the streets at all?
A little bit.
Okay.
There ain't nothing really in the streets for me.
Oh, yes.
Streets is dirty. They're real dirty. Okay. Right. But no, for real. Sometimes I go out, but like if you want to hang out with me a lot, I train all day. And then when I train, after training, I got to get my back together. So then I go to the gym and then I got kettlebells on Saturday. And then I'm always marketing or something like that. So I feel like my friendships really grow in the gym. A lot of my clients have turned into friends just because we in the gym all the time, we talking, and then it, plays on the outside of the gym or whatever. But I just don't see myself meeting a new friend outside the gym.
I agree with that. Because you have that same interest. And like you said, it's such a big part of your life and everything that you do every day.
Yeah.
So it's like, like you said, it's going to be hard to meet someone outside of that.
Yeah.
When meeting a friend outside of the gym, but not outside of the gym, sorry. Cut this out. How is it like having a friend who you've been having for a long time who is now not in the gym, but you are? Like, are you guys still able to stay close?
I don't think I've had many friends that I've started in the gym and then now they're out the gym. But I think if I did, I would tell them like, girl, when you come back to the gym? Yeah. I'm in the gym. We started in the gym. I know you know how to work out. I know, I really don't push people who I don't know if they've ever had a history of working out.
Right.
Because some people really hate working out. And that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like because it doesn't always have to be lifting weights. I feel like lifting weights is
fine.
Find what works for you.
Yes.
Lifting weights can be intense. So I don't expect everybody to be around here, barbell squatting and stuff like that. But you can't do Zumba. You can't.
Yoga, Pilates, dance, walking.
There needs to be something that you can do that's like fitness or healthy activity movement. And if you're not, I'm going to always be on your neck about it because that's just how I am. So, yeah. Do you feel like your friendships have to be in the gym or your friends have to be in the gym?
I didn't. No, I don't think they have to be, but I think as far as like the friendships that I have, I feel like it's gradually become to that point. Like, we're all in the gym in some way, some fashion. Like it's not all the same as far as like strength training or running or something like that. But like we each have our own thing that we do for fitness.
Yeah.
So I think it's more so you become who you are around. So just like with me working out or, my other best friends working out, we just, even new people that come into our lives, like, I feel like you just start to do what you're around. So
I think it would have been good to have Jalissa here.
Yes.
Just because you and
Yes.
Jalissa, and
Yeah.
even me and Jalissa, like we've
Mhm.
all met each other playing basketball,
Yes.
being active, and then I just still like feel like today, like that's always what brings us back to each other. Like you
Mhm.
guys, I've been in your class, you guys have been in my class,
Yeah.
we're in Run Club together now.
Yes.
It's just we find new ways to enjoy friendship through fitness.
Yes.
That's really cool though.
Yes.
I really like that because Lord knows I would have never thought I would join a Run Club.
Me either. But I guess back in the day I did, like when I used to love running, but then the last few years I haven't loved running as much.
Really?
But this was like the perfect time.
I feel the same because I'm kind of getting sick of my like strength training routine.
Me
Monday
too.
quads, Tuesday back and biceps, Wednesday. Like I can't keep doing it. It gets boring. And I've been doing it consistently for like maybe 2.5, 3 years, like having that same routine as like weightlifting. And so when I like hit you up and asked you about like, have you seen about any Run Club? First of all, I feel like it's going crazy on social media.
It is.
Everywhere. Every time I open up like my Instagram, I see somebody else talking about a Run Club or they running with the little phone.
Every city has one.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, let me try it. And I feel like when I went, it was a perfect thing to spice up my routine.
I agree.
And I done got a couple compliments. I only been a 2 run.
Only been a confidence boost.
Yeah, some people like, I see you losing weight. I said it's the Run Club.
That quick.
I've been running. I feel like, Portia, something's different about you. It's the Run Club. Thursday, you free? Yeah. We running. Like I act like I'm the organizer. Like, yeah. And I be telling people like, listen, I'm looking for them Shakiri arms. Shakari or Kiri?
You're there. Honestly, I don't know because she checks people when they say her name wrong.
Oh my God. I don't want her to check me. Please don't check me.
I'm pretty sure it's Shakari.
Have you been watching the Olympics?
I love the Olympics.
She's been doing her thing. Yes. But she did just lose.
I know. But gymnastics has been bomb.
Yes.
With Simone Biles.
And she's pregnant.
What?
It could be a fake news.
Not spreading fake news.
Right. I just read it today on Facebook.
Did she just release that?
Yes, they said she just released it. She wanted to wait till after she did her thing.
She did all of that pregnant.
Like she's just playing in our face now. Like stepping on our necks and just twisted a little bit. Cause how?
What? She did all of that pregnant?
They said that she's pregnant now. Give me about 2-3 weeks to confirm it.
Okay.
You might have
to cut that out too because
I want to get sued.
Yeah.
Better back block. Allegedly. You know, if you say allegedly. Right. If you say allegedly, you're good. Allegedly, Simone Biles is pregnant right now, so go check the news. Okay. But back to it.
Well, I will say, okay, so not to go all into the Run Club, but I will say the Run Club, we're working from home. One, it has given me a chance to be more social. But two, I think it's been a perfect time to do it because it gives you a chance to be around people more who have a similar goal. Like you said, in the gym, you just get in that routine, but you still don't say much to the people who you go to the gym to.
That's true.
Go to the gym with.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I go to Crunch, but it's not like I'm really being that social with the people at the gym.
And then at the Crunch, it's like a whole bunch of people doing a whole bunch of different things. Like I see power lifters in there. I see bodybuilders. I see people just on the punching bags or whatever. So everybody's kind of like in their own space. But what I do like about the running club, how they break it up into different groups.
Yes.
So everybody feel comfortable. You know that everybody's kind of here working toward the same goal. We all running the same path. We all meeting each other back at the end. And then even at the end, everybody's like in the parking lot, just kind of cheering each other on. You got this. Way to go. I like it. I love it. I was the girl who would literally run from the track and field coaches. They would come to my class and try to get me to run track because they would see how fast I was in basketball. But it's two different things.
It is.
Basketball is like a little stop and go. Like I can get from this side of the court to this side of the court. When you talking about running miles and ain't no dog or no police chasing me, why are we running? Give me a reason. Like I have to have a goal. Like with basketball, you're running to do a layup. You're running to to get on defense or something. But you're just telling me I'm just running in the open field.
Just running
to be running.
Yeah.
I never could connect with that.
I feel like if you would have done it back then, you maybe wouldn't have been doing it now. Because you may have been burned out on it.
Yeah, that's true. And like I said, it was like the perfect thing to put some spice into my routine or whatever. So I'm I'm loving it. I will be back on Thursday if it's not raining.
Okay.
I'm not that runner yet. I'm
Okay.
I'm working on
I
it.
think people love it.
Now, tell me, you have a friend. Y'all been in the gym.
I was about to say, which friend are you talking about?
No,
I don't know.
no,
How
just
you
a
know?
hypothetical
How you
friend.
know? Like-
Right. Spill the beans. Tell me what you know. No, you have a friend. Y'all been friends. Y'all been going to the gym. She stops going to the gym. Her back big now. It's getting bigger than you've ever seen it before.
Okay.
What do you tell her? How do you say it in a compassionate way where your friendship is still gonna be okay?
I think I would check in with her first to see like what's going on in her life, like just to kind of get where she's at in her life.
No, she's at Fridays every in Applebee's.
Okay, so
and
you already
see
know
it.
that.
Yeah, because you're around her, y'all hanging out. Every time y'all go out, she getting extra shots and she's doing all the margaritas and all that stuff.
Okay. Just checking in to see if I can can I help her?
Okay.
Like, do you want to come to the gym with me, or do you want to start going on walks in the evening, or doing HIIT workouts or something? Like, I feel like I will offer up workouts first. Like, do you want to work out with me?
Yeah.
Not to say, hey, I noticed that your back is getting big. You want to slow down on the drinks and the food? Like,
yeah.
Because that may not be where she's at mentally to do
Yeah.
that. So, but maybe encouraging activity.
Yeah.
And just being there, being a person that she can be accountable to, but trying not to be judgmental to her. Because I feel like we all go through our seasons. Because I feel like I've been through that season multiple times of I feel like I fell off.
Yeah.
But not necessarily falling off in other people's eyes, but in my own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like trying to give that person grace.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are times where I need grace given to myself because I'm not, walking around with abs all the time or cut arms. So I think just, like I said, offering activity and being there for her.
Damn, I was looking for something messy. I wanted to clip it up and be like.
But I was going to say now, I will say the challenge is when someone says, hey, I want to make a change.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to lose weight. Hey, I want to work out with you. But they don't follow through. You offer them a time. You offer them, opportunities. They don't follow through.
Right.
You say, or they ask you like, what can I do to eat better? You give them all these things to eat better.
And they still doing the opposite stuff.
Yes. And it's just like, okay, I can't come pull you out of your bed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't come smack the food out of your hand. So it's like you got to have some of that self accountability as well in order to do that. That's why I would say that gets frustrating for me when people are consistently saying, hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to do this. But they don't show any signs of wanting to do that through action.
Yeah.
But again, you have to give people grace.
Yeah, that's true.
But you train, every day. So how does that work for you? Like when you have your clients who are saying, this is my goal, this is where I want to be, but then you're not seeing that through action.
Girl, clients and friendships are kind of different as far as this person is paying me to be here.
Yes, that's
and
true.
then this person, like I have a genuine connection and I love and things like that. With clients, sometimes I feel like I'm the softest trainer ever in the sense of I just ain't got the time. You're not paying me enough money because I know what I do already. I'm giving you enough.
Right.
I'm providing workouts. I am doing meal plans. I got an accountability group. I'm checking in with you. But if you are going to continuously just I have had clients and sometimes it makes me bad because it's embarrassing, but they make no progress. But I look like we most of the time follow each other on social media. That's how they found me. I'm looking at your story. You told me. This is what you said. You said you were not drinking. And then now you at Applebee's doing their $2 margarita buckets. And I see you keep sharing all these little wine festivals and you're here. You at the rooftop. Mm-hmm. You here. I'm like, you're never going to get anywhere. And it's really frustrating because we do check-ins.
Yes.
And the number is not moving. And then people know you. I post my clients a lot. I post they know that you're under me.
Yeah. That's true.
And so now I feel like it's a representation, I'm not really guiding you the way I need to. Right. So I really, it's kind of hard because I really be wanting to kick them out. I'm like, you
That's
cannot.
gonna be my follow-up question.
Yeah,
Do you
I'm
ever
like,
get to a point where
I do. I've threatened clients a bunch of times. I'm like,
Okay.
listen, I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm gonna be done with you. I'm not dealing with another cancellation. Another one of my clients know. I ain't even gonna say her name, but she know I've threatened her a couple of times. But every time, you know what? What gets me with her is she send that payment expeditiously.
Oh, so then it's like, girl,
I'm like, damn, it's in my bank account. I got.
You'll be back again.
You'll be back. But the thing is, she sends the payment because she knows once it's out of her bank account, I am still gonna hold her too. So I still I like that she does that.
Right.
But at the same time, when you're constantly canceling, you're never showing up. I offer my kettlebell classes on Saturdays for free to my clients. So that's another opportunity. Maybe, budget or something, you're not able to see me as much as you would want to.
Right.
I offer classes, and you never come to classes. So I offer so many resources. It gets annoying when I feel like I'm extending myself so much. You're not taking it, but you are my clients be heartbroken when the scale don't move and they know I've been busting their ass for the last 6 weeks. Yeah. It's like all that work, nothing happened because you've been too busy partying or not prioritizing your goals. So with clients, it's difficult because they're paying me. I feel like some people, that's what they pay you for. Even though they may not be there, they pay you to help get them there.
Yes.
And I feel like as a trainer, that's what I'm always continuously learning how to push myself and gain more knowledge about how to motivate clients. Because I know what motivates me. I know what motivates some people, but some people need that extra something.
You can't use the same tactic for everyone or approach with everyone.
But with friends, I feel like with friends, if they're being stubborn, I don't let up because I really, really, really want them to know, like, listen, this is not good. You're not looking good. Yeah. And the unit, all of it, but I don't say it in that way.
Have you had to do this before?
Kind of, yeah. More so with like family.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's more so with family. I feel like friends, they just keep asking me the same questions. What should I eat? What should I do this? What should I do that? And I'll give them the information. But it's like, look at last week's text message. Scroll down just 2 text messages ago. I gave you a whole meal plan. What's wrong with that?
Have we tried that one?
Have we tried that one? No? Well, let's try to give that one a shot. And then we can make some adjustments. But yeah, with friendships, it's a little difficult. Like, because you always want to like love on them. I'm a person of love and light and encouragement and women's empowerment and building you up. But some people need that, you know what I'm
tough
saying?
Love.
They need that tough love. Yes.
I agree.
It's hard giving your friends tough love.
It is.
It's really hard because you care about them. You don't want to hurt their feelings.
No.
But if you are a real friend, you're gonna let them know if they're getting big bags. And I be wanting to do matching outfits. Can you do matching outfits if your friend ain't in the gym?
I mean,
Christmas time with the pajamas.
Small, one extra large, 2X, 3X.
Okay.
It's gonna look a little different, but hey.
I'm a great friend, y'all. Yes. I'm really not that bad, but I do think about stuff like that. Like, how are we gonna go to Jamaica and do the matching swimsuits if you're in the full body turtleneck swimsuit? I'm not
full body turtleneck. That's just maybe they just went through a rough period.
Yeah, because I go through rough periods too. And I feel bad when I'm going through rough periods and I'm looked at and I done held my friends to this standard. Yes. Now they looking at me like, ain't you the one that told me this, and this, and now you're doing this. So honestly, I'm really not that hard on anybody. I just always offer advice, come to the gym with me. Yeah. I'm at the gym. I'm going to the gym doing legs. Like I'll call you and send you a text message. And that's my way of showing my love to my friends who are off.
Okay.
But Jasmine, we did not talk about you and your fitness history and your background and your classes. Tell them about how you fell in love with fitness.
Okay. Well, I have the background of fitness through basketball since I played basketball from 5 to college. And then coming home from college, actually, let me backtrack. While I was going through basketball, like high school, college, I hated conditioning. So I hated running, strength training, all of that. Like, of course, I still completed it because I had to, but I didn't have a love for it as I was playing basketball.
Really?
No. No,
I love strength and conditioning.
I did not like it.
Well, one thing I did skip out on is when Coach A had y'all in the summertime running like the Monon or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I never did none of that.
Yeah.
I had a summer job.
I was about to say,
I'd rather work a job than run them hills.
Yeah.
So
I used to hate running, but that's because one, I was out of shape, but I just wasn't raised to love fitness like that.
Yeah.
So I had to grow into it on my own. Which brings me to the point of when I stopped playing basketball, I came home, went to school, and I gained a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I got to I don't know, I was used to being in like a size 6 jean, but the size 10 was not going over my thighs.
Oh.
So and that may not be big to other people.
Right, because I know like at one part I was in like a size 13.
Yeah.
So.
But for me, that was big. So I just felt uncomfortable in my own skin. And that's when I fell in love with one, running, but two, Portia, that's when we started doing the home workouts.
Oh my God. I still tell people about our workouts because sometimes, so I don't know, I'm kind of looking into finding a place to have a gym next year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in the very beginning stages, but you gotta dream big. So I be going by little places that have like the leasing sign. And so one day I went past, it was actually just the other day, and me and Josh went by and it had a leasing sign. It was right next to Cordoba.
Oh my God.
And then I started laughing. I was thinking about how we would do our workouts and then
go to Qdoba after,
but nachos though. We wasn't even like, I could have set maybe like a little taco bowl with like brown rice, some chicken, and some
loaded
nachos. It's crazy.
After our workouts,
we just sweated our ass off. We done talked about our goals, and then we done came in here and ate some nachos.
Yeah. Well, because we both used to do this, like wearing the sauna suits.
Yeah. I actually thought about getting me a sauna suit.
Why did I think about that? Because let's talk about my waist back then when I wore the sauna suits and the waist wrap. I know the waist wrap, it doesn't really do anything. They say,
but I was just talking to my husband when I was living in that little waist trainer.
No,
my waist was snatched.
No, mine was too. And I'm like, hey, do I need to go back to this?
I'm about to do a little experiment, like a little 6-week experiment.
Why was I just about to order one? I said, I just want to see now.
Yes.
I see a difference? Because back then, I know it was like just a fad thing to do, but I feel like I noticed a difference in my core when I was wearing one.
I think sometimes, obviously, because we're still active and we're still eating right. I think some people get the idea that waist trainer alone is just gonna snatch them up.
Oh yeah, no.
I know it's called a waist snatcher or whatever these companies put on it, but I do think if you pair it with like drinking your water
and the cardio,
because whenever I was wearing it, I was drinking a lot of water, but honestly, that stuff works if you don't use a waist trainer too. But it's like an A. And then for me, I feel like it helps support my core when I was lifting. I feel like when I wore it, like walking around, I engaged my core. I was upright more because it kind of forces you to be upright more. So we're going to do this little 6-week experiment and see if it, snatches our waist.
Let me see. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. So of course, I started running, working out. I lost the weight and I felt great. But I feel like when you first lose that initial weight, but like when it's more, more than like 10 to 20 pounds, you lose a lot of weight. I feel like you go cardio crazy. I feel like a lot of people hit that journey where they go cardio crazy, and that happened to me.
The cardio bunny.
Okay, just to give a reference, I was in a size 10. I went down to a size 4 jean. I was too skinny.
And how much time?
I don't even know. I would say.
Would it be like a year
a year or so.
And you were mostly doing cardio at the time?
Cardio crazy. Like cardio in the morning, cardio in the afternoon. If I could, I would do cardio in the evening.
You was addicted.
I was addicted to
They
cardio.
Say that cardio can't get like that.
Yes, it was addictive. And but that's what got me started. I did feel better. But I still got to a point where, okay, I still have to be confident in my own skin. It got to a point where I was like, okay, I still don't feel, pretty or confident. And I was just too skinny.
Yeah.
I lost all my muscle. So it's just finding a good balance between, okay, yes, you can still love fitness, but you can still eat. I was eating, just skipping a lot of meals, doing protein shakes and stuff like that. So just falling in love with the journey of finding the balance, what works for me. But then not only that, I just think through consistency, people started to come and ask, okay, well, how did you do this? Or, how can I do this? So you just start to be a resource for other people. And that's what happened to me, which got me into, starting to train other people, hosting a class. Like, I just became a resource and I enjoyed it. I enjoy helping people reach their goals, just based off, what I know and what I've learned through my own fitness journey.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So about your class.
Yes.
You're not doing it again. Why?
I'm not going to say I'm not doing it again. I just didn't have plans on doing it again this summer. And honestly, I just didn't plan to do it. I think it's just because I had stuff going on in my personal life. And just where I am mentally for myself. Like, it's hard to be there mentally for other people when I'm not going to say I'm not there for myself mentally, which I am, but it's just like things that I'm working on for myself. Yeah. Where I feel like I'm just not in the best place to do it. Yeah. But like you said earlier, you got to do it even when you're scared. You're scared. It's not the best situation. Yeah. So, because I still get people asking me like, when is it going to start? And, things like that. So yeah.
And I would encourage you to post more content. You used to inspire me so much. So I think that's another, very important thing to discuss as it pertains to friendships and fitness and things like that. Just being an inspiration for your friends. Yes. Because, we've talked about like trying to push them, try to get in the gym, but sometimes just seeing somebody and being that example, like I don't have to always, call you up or whatever, but a lot of people be like, oh, I'm so proud of you. I've been watching you this. And that's how you were for me. I feel like you helped me get back into the gym after having my kids because you were always so consistent. I remember one birthday of yours. You know how you kind of like repost everything, like people share and stuff like that. All your friends was like, you're an inspiration, your dedication to fitness. Like, I mean, they were like really, the fitness thing was a big thing surrounding you and everything. And you seen how much.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Jasmine.
I'm so sorry.
What's wrong?
I'm so sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
That's because of that cheap glue. Yes. No, okay. It's just I'm not in that same place. And it's so hard to get back to that place. Yeah. And if, I'm just not in that same place. And like, it does feel good to hear that. Yeah. But it's also like, I feel like I'm working my ass off to get back to that place. And it's like, I'm not the same person. Like, I'm 32 now. My body is different. Like, and I think that's just what I've been dealing with for the last 2 years is like the changes in my body and like different things that I like. There's certain things that I can't even eat the same because I like it changes. Like I can feel it in my body. Yeah. And like, being able to like, even my workouts, I just feel like I can't go as hard. And I just think it's okay. It's part of aging. And it's just something that you have to come to terms with. Not to say that I'm not saying that I'm like not happy with who I am. It's just like, it's hard, that comparison of like, okay, dang, I used to be here. And this is where I am at. This is where I'm at now. So it's just like, you want to like get back to that place. Thank you. You want to get back to that place, but you have to realize like, again, finding that balance and what works for you. Yeah. So I'm glad that you brought that up. And it's just like, it brings like real emotion out of me because I really like, I know where I want to be, but I'm also, I don't want to say grieving, but like in a sense, grieving where I was.
Oh my goodness. I feel that it's so real because I have been going through the same exact thing. And sometimes I feel embarrassed. Sometimes I feel because we are most of the time everybody's inspiration. That person in our circle who people look up to, and we are advocates of fitness. And then sometimes we just feel like we don't show up that way. Right, you know what and we know that it's in our hearts and we're still trying to figure it out. But when my body don't look the same as it did even just 2 years ago or before kids, and I was just telling someone how, when I was pregnant, I developed this diastasis recti, and that's when your abs separate.
Yeah.
To not be able to plank, to not be able to do basic, like that's a basic move. You know what I'm saying?
Something you've been doing all your life.
All my life. Or if your abs are completely separated, no matter how much weight you lose, your stomach don't have that look that it would have had before. That will cause a ton of insecurity in a person who is a fitness enthusiast and trainer, and it's just so hard sometimes.
It is.
Yesterday, literally, I had an event, and this is the perfect example of just being there for your friends through fitness and all this. I had an event, it was a vendor event, and I was supposed to go out there and just sell She Strong and personal training. I'm also getting my certification for a life coach.
Yay!
Yes. But I just really didn't have it in me. Yeah. I've been losing clients lately because it's just that time of the year where people are traveling, it's weddings and things like that. And I'm not necessarily, I won't say I'm not happy in the gym, but it's not bringing me the same level of joy that it was before. And I feel like because right now I'm confused. Before, I knew exactly what to do.
Right.
I knew exactly what my body needed to eat.
Yeah.
What kind of workouts. It was easy. And after having kids and just getting older, I'm 32 too, and it's just not hitting the same.
Exactly.
And
it's harder.
It plays on me, and I feel like sometimes am I even worthy to be in front of people and leading people in this way when I'm still trying to figure it out myself? How can I tell somebody else, do this, do this, do this? And you're going through a time where you don't know what worked for you, what workout split, what meal plan, all this other stuff. So I hit up my friend and I told her, hey, I got this event tomorrow. But I'm thinking about not going. I've paid for the table. I've paid for the space, but just mentally, I'm just not there to be selling myself. Cause what am I selling? If I'm not feeling it myself. And she just sent me back a text message and she was just like, Portia, this is your time. You have to do it. Like, I know you don't feel it, but we all still see it. We're all like still rooting for you. And you still got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. She said, I'll come down there with you if you need me to. Yeah. And she did. And she did. She came down there and she sat at the table and she helped me walk around and pass out cards. And by having that friend there, it felt more like we were just out having fun and talking about training in a social aspect rather than me like really trying to market and sell myself.
Right.
And honestly, I think that was the best event that I've done this whole summer.
Aww, yes. I'm glad it went well.
Yes. So
I'm glad she was there though.
Yeah, no. And I'm glad I felt okay enough. You need to have those friends that you feel okay enough to say, I'm not okay right now.
Right.
In my fitness and in my routine, this is embarrassing for me. Because it may be embarrassing for you, but I don't think nobody else is looking like, but nobody's looking at you in that way that you're looking at yourself. We be our hardest critics.
Yes, we are.
Because
and I'm very hard.
Just meeting you at Run Club, you make me want to come to Run Club. I hit you up. You know what I'm saying? And so even today, even though you feel like that time is gone or it may not be here, you're still my inspiration. Like, I don't care what phase you're in. I know where your heart is. I know your passion. I know you've been in it for so long. And the fact that you keep showing up for yourself is, in a certain sense, like you're showing up for all of us too, because we were watching, we're seeing, and you can't help it. You can't help who watch you and where that encouragement comes from. And that's literally God using you. And even though you don't see it, people are still cheering you on. I'm still cheering you on.
Thank you.
That's why I'm at Run Club. And I love coming and just seeing you and Jalissa. And, we're so busy. I got kids. You have a job and everything else that you got going on. Sometimes that's the best way for us to connect.
Yes,
and so,
it's through a common interest.
Yes. And by you showing up for yourself, not getting too down on yourself about where you're at and still making that effort to put fitness first, you don't know, but indirectly it helps me show it for myself. And now I'm doing something that I didn't never think I would join on Run Club, but now I'm doing something I'm like, oh, is Jasmine gonna be there? Stuff like that. So it makes it a lot better. It makes it a lot better.
And I would say the same way, vice versa, for me, just seeing you do everything that you're doing with fitness is so encouraging to see like you starting from I remember you changed your page to fitness beauty.
Right.
Like I remember you changed it to that. So
yeah.
just seeing that and how it has evolved. I remember doing the class in that building that your mom purchased.
Oh yeah.
Doing a class there and like how it has now turned into kettlebell. The kettlebell class, kettlebellas, I'm sorry. So it's inspiring to see your growth and just like you said, just never giving up on yourself. Like you said, you never know who's watching, but just it's not necessarily saying like, hey, do this, do that, but it's just like seeing that person such as yourself just continue to fight and do and grow. It's inspiring to see.
Yeah.
And especially as a Black woman, it's just you need to see it. It's nice to be that example. And just knowing like, I don't know, just knowing the history of just our friendship and where we come from, just our background. It's just, I don't know, it's even more inspiring because you know the different struggles that each of us have been through, like with school and stuff like that, and trying to figure out what we want to do out of life and things like that. So to tie it all back in and just like fitness being that heart of what keeps us going and what keeps us close is just beautiful.
It is. Like day one, even us working in Gold's Gym. Us getting our first jobs but I don't think that was my first job out of high school, but I think soon as like we graduated, one of the things that kept us together initially was getting that job at Gold's Gym, which was a hot mess. Do you remember that one guy who was itching all the time?
Itching.
Man, he used to come up there to that front desk asking for pre-workouts, but I didn't know nothing about supplements at the time. Oh my goodness, he was like a crackhead.
Oh my god,
a crackhead off of all them Bang juices. Allegedly, I don't know what he was drinking. It could have been Bang, it could have been Red Bull. So I don't want Bang coming to me.
Allegedly Celsius.
Allegedly, he was drinking Celsius. But that man was on one. I think he purchased like 3 or 4 energy drinks from us at that front desk in his 1 hour workout time.
Oh my
yes.
God. I wish I could go back. I wish we had footage.
Man, if we had footage, I'm gonna look for something. we wasn't like social media wasn't what it was, or I know I wasn't on social media like I am today. But yeah, we have really watched each other like push through. Yes. And I feel like again in both of our lives, our fitness have been what people identify us as. Even after I had Fitness Beauty, I took almost 2 years off, to be a stay-at-home mom and figure out what motherhood is like. No, girl, it was very ghetto. I was
don't even go. You don't have to go into it.
Right? No, it wasn't bad. It was just that I liked being a stay-at-home mom. I honestly did, but staying at home so much and not taking care of myself because I wasn't in the gym anymore. Yeah. It felt very different. And I felt like I wasn't loving on myself. And it was just my happy place. And so when, the kids was too much and they screaming and doing whatever kids do, it's fine up until an extent. Like if you're not making sure you're doing that thing that you love the most, which was for me was going to the gym and putting on headphones and zoning out. Right. Then, but as I slowly transitioned into that, people still knew Fitness Beauty. Right. Like as soon as they see me in the gym, they still brought up Fitness Beauty. And I didn't even consider myself that anymore. Like I'm like, oh, that was a brand that I was doing. It's gone now or whatever. But as soon as I got back into the gym, that's what people associated me with. So it's like after a while, you can't help it. Like you can't help what people kind of not see you as, but as long as we keep showing up in this space, we're going to kind of be an inspiration to somebody. Right. And that's worth something. Yes, yes, I don't care what the scales say. I don't care what, the abs are looking like at the time. We will come back to it. I think as long as you keep showing up, you're going to find a way. Like we'll find that solution or whatever.
And I just feel like in general, life is a roller coaster. So it's going to have some ups and downs. And like, even with fitness, as a woman, our hormones and just everything that changes as we age, you're going to be up and down. Like, of course, some people have that gene where they're strong and lean, or they can eat more, don't have to work out as much. But it's just natural to have your ups and downs, especially on a fitness journey and going through life and everything else that's going on.
It can be really challenging, especially when you have a friend who have a whole different body type than you
Oh
too.
yes.
Yeah, because even like you and Jalissa,
Mm-hmm.
like you guys have probably different goals,
Mm-hmm.
different body types, and things like
Totally.
that. But y'all are always together working out
Oh, yeah.
and making fitness fun for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel like you have any healthy competition there?
I really don't. I never feel like I'm competing with her.
Yeah, I was
I
about to
don't feel
say
like
even
she ever feels like she's competing with me. Like we're so encouraging to one
yeah,
another.
yeah.
Always trying to push one another. Like even on our runs, like there are moments when I'm like, girl, my legs are hurting. Go ahead and get that goal.
Right,
like
right,
go faster.
Uh-huh.
And like so it's never I feel like it's never a competition. It's more so just healthy encouragement.
Yeah.
Like we know we both are trying to be better. So yeah.
Yeah, I even on the outside looking in, I don't even see y'all having any competition like that.
No,
even me and you. Like I remember one time I came over to your place to run the track that was across the street.
Oh yes,
but at that time you were already running,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just trying to get into running, and never once did I feel like defeated because you wanted to keep going,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't even think you left me. Like you might have been a couple of steps ahead,
Mm-hmm.
but you were like kind of like, come on, let's go, or
Yeah.
whatever. Oh my goodness, I remember one time we did burpees. We said we were gonna do 10. I stopped at 5. He's like, Portia, give me the extra 5. So it's good to have friends that you don't feel in competition with, even if y'all are on two whole different
Mm-hmm.
levels. That's why sometimes I am a little bit picky about who I work out with, because for me, it's a time to build myself up.
Yes.
And if you are in here on some fake friendship, some fake jealousy stuff,
Yes.
or critiquing, I've had experiences in the past where I've worked out with people and they've been overly critical of form,
Mm-hmm.
or they be like, why you doing this, or up the weight or something like that. I'm like,
as a partner workout?
Yeah. Like honestly, most of the time people see me in the gym and be like, can I work out with you?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, cool. And then when I get into the workout, I'm like, you are throwing my vibe off. You are messing with my head right now, because I've had that happen. And I feel like those people that I've had that down the road, I realized like,
it's more of a competition.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have been somebody that I was like training with. And
Yes.
I think healthy competition is okay, as long as it remains healthy and you're pushing people to elevate, not hurt themselves, not ego lift, because that's what's gonna hurt somebody in the long run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've definitely had people who want to ego lift, and even guys. I've worked out with guys like at my other gym. I used to be there, and majority of the people I worked out were guys, and they would try to push me to a level that I felt like was like, but I think that's just men.
Okay. I don't know. The video of the squat just came to my head.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Just
the video of the squat is a prime example. If you guys don't know, I almost killed myself squatting in the gym due to being pushed to the next level. Too much weight. And I knew it was too much weight, but I was pushed into trying it, and it did not end well. You know what? Come to that little, oh no.
Yes.
Oh no. I'm gonna release that to the world one day. No, okay. I always say when I'm able to hit that weight, like I'm gonna hit that weight, and I'm gonna show like before.
That's gonna be such a good video.
Yes, I'm gonna save that in the archives. It's actually taking up a lot of space in my phone. Every time Apple keep giving me that message about you got too much storage, I'll go look at that one video of me about to kill myself. You
have to keep that one.
I gotta keep it. Yes. I'm gonna have to pay for some more storage or something, because
yeah.
I think we already talked about that, about how have fitness, if in any way, have improved friendships.
I think it just, for my friendship group, which is a pretty close-knit group, I feel like it has brought us closer. I cannot talk.
It's okay, girl. I know.
It has brought us closer to one another because it gives us something else that we can do together.
Yeah.
Even if it's just walking.
Yeah.
Like walking or going, the run club is another one, me and Jalissa. Or even working out at the gym. It just gives us something else that we can do together, which, creates that closer bond.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I have my best girl talks in the gym.
Oh,
because my girl talks in the gym, because I just feel like when we're in the gym, it's so like, I don't know. I don't know what about the gym just makes the conversation and the
Mhm.
feels and all the tea just spill. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We're in between sets as you're trying to breathe. I'm like, girl, did you see? So I really feel like you can build up friendships in the gym. I mean, I think the gym is such an encouraging spot, like
It is.
space, because you're literally there, probably cheering yourself on, or if you're there with your friend, you have to continue to encourage them. Hopefully that spills over into your friendship outside of the
Mhm.
gym. I will hope you're not super encouraging in the gym and, downing your friends in
Right.
other spaces in their lives or whatever. But when you can go into the gym and have that genuine encouragement from each other, it makes it easier to like talk about relationships. It makes it easier to talk about frustrations on the job and all that good stuff. So I do feel like my best little girl talks come from the gym.
I agree. I didn't even think about that, but that is such a big one. I feel like I've been the most at the gym. If I'm working, well, let me not say at the gym. When I'm working out with someone,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a space where I've been the most, especially after the workout is done. Usually, wrapping up 30 minutes to an hour of talking about other things with life and everything like that. Especially, I've noticed that with Jalissa. Her and I probably talk the most after a workout.
Yeah.
So that is a good point.
Yeah. Let's do some little quick what they call like spitfire questions. Okay. Pre-workout or energy drink?
Energy drink.
Squats or deadlifts?
Ooh, squats.
Squats. Headphones or no headphones?
Headphones. Have to have the headphones.
Are we listening to podcasts, inspirational stuff, or are we listening to trap music?
I don't trap music or like, okay, this is weird, but I'm on like Jersey Club stuff. Like I don't know. You gotta listen to it. Like the yes.
The fist pump.
Not fist pump. Yes, like Kaylani.
Okay. Yes, I can get into that. Okay. Let's think. Cardio or strength training?
Strength training.
Trainer, no trainer. Or workout partner? No, workout partner.
Workout partner.
Okay. Do you want the guys hollering at you at the gym or wait till I leave?
Wait till I leave.
Yes. Jump in the DMs or catch me in the parking lot?
Ooh.
Because do you want?
Ooh, this is tough. In the parking lot, so I can see what you look like in person.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Now that you really actually did a workout, you're not in here just thotting over here, up in here, hollering at every girl.
I can see how you move at the gym.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hip thrust, Bulgarian split squats.
Hip thrust.
The Bulgarian split squats be heavy on the knees sometimes. They be messing up my knees.
And my low back. And I know that's because I'm probably maybe doing too much weight or I don't know. I just feel like my form is good, but sometimes I feel it in my low back sometimes. So
yeah.
Hip thrust, that's always going to get the job done.
Stairmaster or treadmill?
Stairmaster.
Okay. And give me one more. Booty band workout. Or what's another popular like Zumba?
Oh, not Zumba.
No, Pilates.
Oh,
because they kind of are.
That's my goal to be a Pilates girly.
Me too. I'm starting my own Pilates class, but I really want to be like full on, like like Portia do the Pilates thing.
Yes.
And I'm doing mat like for Pilates, but eventually I want to go into the one where you have like the reformer. Yeah. So yeah, booty bands or resistant bands or Pilates tight workout.
Right now, booty bands.
Dynamic stretching or glute activation. Because some people only time they warm up is doing like glute activation.
Yeah, dynamic stretching
for sure. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jasmine,
for having me
on and talking about friendship. Every time we get together, it's a good time. So I thank you for coming on to the She's Strong podcast. Any advice you have for your friends or other friends out there that are maybe struggling where they are right now in their fitness journey, and how can you lead into your friends to kind of get back on track?
I would just encourage anyone out there to just, one, be honest with yourself and where you are in your journey. Be honest with your habits, even if you have to like write them down to figure out, okay, what am I doing? Where can I improve my habits, and go from there. Try to not be down on yourself about where you come from, and just meet yourself where you are and go from there to do better, even if it's day by day. Like, don't feel like, oh my gosh, this will take me 2 years to get to where I need to be. Like, no, it's gonna, in a week you could be here. So just take small goals to get to that large goal or long-term goal. So yeah.
All right. Okay. For the takeaway from this episode is that we all know how important friendships are and healthy friendships are. But be sure to lean into your friends when you need that extra encouragement, not just in the gym, but outside of the gym. It's okay if you may not be where you want to be or thought that you could be or should be. Whatever the case is, friendships are there ultimately for support. So lean into that friendship. Make sure to keep it fun. The best way to get out of a rut is to call up your girl. Me and Jasmine, we like to do videos together. So if you haven't seen some of our videos, check them out. But call up your girl, whether you decide to put on a matching outfit and hit the gym together, or you just want to go do a nice little lunch. Talk about it, lean into your friends, and meet them at the gym. Hold them accountable, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in to the She Strong podcast. I hope to see you back at the next episode. Bye.
Bye.